Hello, welcome to the Zero Ends channel. Please like and subscribe. Please enjoy our live.
What's good, everybody? What's good? What's good? Welcome to Zero Ends channel. I'm Zero Ends. And today, which should have been long overdue, it's been a while. But as you see the thumbnail, you see what the title is. I'll probably give it my own little snippet or analysis of what it's been seen and what is possibly already here or will be to come. If you're new to the Zero Ends channel, welcome. And for those that want to know where to find me, type in Zero Ends and hit the red button and the top notification bell for the uploads and live streams on Zero Ends channel. Also, Zero Ends has a TikTok. Did I present my TikTok? No, I will eventually. If I do, I'll find out, put in the description. And there might be some other links in the near future as well as we move forward with the Zero Ends channel. And make sure you always like, comment, and subscribe. Likes are free. Hold on. And as you know, a lot of things has been going on lately throughout the media. And there's going to be more so-called news that will be covered on this channel. And potentially reels as well. So as I'm looking through my certain things before I get started, let me find out what's going on here. Ooh. Yeah. Let's look. If I forgot. I'm not sure if I forgot anything, but nope. That's pretty much it. Okay. Let me shift gears here for a second and take a look at some other things. All right, looks like everything's online, and let me see if I can find some articles. I think there's not really much articles on Miss Monáe per se, but if there is, there should be a plethora. As you know, the league, everybody knows, is sports season. I think basketball, baseball, and etc. is going on right now as we speak. So, all right. So that's pretty much everything. And did I forgot anything in here? No, I don't. All right. So no further ado, let's do some quick searching. Oh, my apologies. What's the title? The title: Lipstick Love and the Bicuriosity of Miss Janelle Monáe. Now, as you know, and let's see, images probably more matter than anything else. As you know, we're gonna do some highlight images. As you can see, the wonderful Monáe. Look at this short little nice little fine minx. This fine little fox. See that? This is the lovely lady that has a very unusual, I guess, music then slash acting career for some reason. And as you know, as time progressed, her what she put out on music, and don't forget, she also puts out as an actor. She has a very much blend of content throughout the last, I'll say like maybe the last 13 years. I could be wrong, but let's look at a quick background for her before we even talk about today. Yeah, let me just look. I'm just gonna screw. All right, yeah, we could share this. We're not go through the whole thing. That's unnecessary. We're just gonna read a few snippets here and there. Let me see. And I probably won't share it because I got something else running in the background, which is better. I'll read it to y'all. So you guys get more first-hand dips. But for a second conversation, we'll just look at it briefly, and then I was gonna go back to the video, the visuals. So we're gonna look at this, and we're gonna go back to the visuals parts. See that? Janelle Monáe Robinson, born December the 1st, 1985, is an American singer, rapper, and actress. She has received 8 Grammy Award nominations and won a Screen Actor Guide Award and Children and Family Emmy Awards. Monáe has always been honored with the ASCAP Vanguard Award, which if y'all know, y'all could Google that, as well as the Rising Star Awards of 2015 and the Trailblazer of the Year Award 2018 from Billboard Women in Music. She is signed to Atlantic Records, as well as to her own imprint, the Wonderland Art Society. Monáe's music career began in 2003 upon releasing a demo album titled what they call Audition. Now, I don't know if I remember this particular album. I gotta go back. I think that might be the year she came out, possibly. In 2007, Monáe publicized debut with a conceptual EP titled Metropolis Suite. That's the one. That's the one that she was well known for. This album right there, as you see the front cover of that. Okay, Monáe released a first full-length studio album, what they call Arch Android. Okay. That came out in 2010. So if we follow the timelines before going further, I did not really come across and really knew about Janelle Monáe until she started dressing up like a well-suited man, as you know, with her bow tie, nice tuxedo, black shirt, white shirt. Have a nice little a little unique front bun in her head. But nonetheless, that's what I could recall and remember from Janelle Monáe, and that was like 13 years ago. Besides other music that she's been known for after high school, because remember, she was born in 1985. So roughly while she finished high school, either that year or the year next, which roughly is probably that same year. At 17 going 18 that year. She started her music journey. Okay. And then next, it peaks at a 2 on the US top heat seekers charts and about Bad Birds. All right, guys. Let me continue reading. We don't let nothing like that slow us down. Where is the article? And I'm not sure where y'all left off, but as a rundown, she has some other releases after 2010, and 2013 she released Electron Lady, and and that one looked like it was Suda Booted. That one. And as we go down, studio albums, Dirty Computer came out next. There's also a concept album was released in 2018, and that was 5 years ago. And going down the list, and another computer album, The Memories of Librarian and Other Stories of Dirty Computers. Something about technology gets Janelle Monáe all Gucci and all nice and scoochy, whatever you want to call it. She gets very wet talking about technology. Y'all notice that? Anyway, as we go down the list, those are the albums. And we're not gonna look at any more albums because, as you know, going down it's gonna be more albums. She then come up with Cyberpunk. Wait, what's this? She wrote the Cyberpunk Story Collection, the number of the brand. I don't know if that's the video game. Let me click onto that Cyberpunk. What is that? I hope that's not the video game. No, it's not. So we don't have to worry about that. Now, early life. Janelle Monáe released Robinson was. Oh no, I read that already. And she's from Kansas City, Missouri, obviously.
And I'm looking down her early lives. Her mother worked as a janitor and hotel maid. Her father, Michael Robson Summers, was a truck driver. Monáe's parents separate when Monáe was a toddler, and her mother later married a postal worker. Monáe has a young sister, Kimi, from her mother's remarriage. Okay. Monáe was raised Baptist and learned to sing at a local church. Her family members were musicians and performers at the local African Methodist Episcopal Church, Baptist Church, and the Church of God in Christ. Going down. And down. There's many more, and there's one of Juneteenth. So now we go back to the career. As you know, she started to really surface really in 2007 2011. How I know, because I remember seeing the first actual videos when she started putting out an actual album where her dressed up like a nice suit and booted fella with a tuxedo and bow tie and her little unique dance. But it was a really good album, the first album. And as I scroll down, this is her early status. And that's pretty much it. But that's not what I actually came here for something more. Let's switch gears here. And one thing I'm gonna do as I'm bouncing back and don't mind me, this will prevent for other altercations.
So now, as we look in, we're going now, and let me put back the video. We're going to look into this thing with the lipstick song, what it really means. Video files, where is it? Now, lipstick styles. And like I said earlier, and I'll say this once again, this is a fine little mix right here. Short, not too ugly, very cute. Enough men, regardless how they find she does weirdo stuff, they wouldn't mind having a nice round of a town or a nice little fling in the bedroom with Miss Janelle Monáe. And fellas, don't lie. Don't tell no goddamn lie, because she is fit. She might act a little weird, but I think there's some feminine in her and there's some appeal. And one thing about it, she's not tall. She's short. She's roughly at a stature 5 foot. How much taller? I'm not. I think I'm like a whole 10 inches taller than this woman, or 11 inches. Well, but this is her. See that? So, what is this thing we call lipstick? Let's check. Where is my link? Okay, we're gonna look at the news part. Let me find it. Oh no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna read one of a few latest articles about in regards to the outbreaks and the really and truly the attention she got from that song Lipstick. Janelle has a provocative era in areas that's shocking. Countless Janelle Monáe songs have foreshadowed this shift where witnessing maybe you just weren't listening hard enough. Janelle Monáe never asked us to define her. Last week, the polymath artist or prolific artist announced her fourth studio album, The Age of Pleasure. And as you know, when they talk about pleasure, she's talking about that pleasure where it's very much orgasmic in a way where enough women are gonna bust many. Let's just say it's gonna wet up the sheets to be more, PG. But its racy promo was less than expected. The casual listener, the rollout began with a clip of Monáe performing a what they call acoustic version of her new single, Lipstick Lover. And so much the lover it is, as you could tell, you know. And in the last moment of the 45-second preview, the 37-year-old emerged from the water in a wet t-shirt. What accompanies the preview was the NSFW Lipstick Lover visuals and cited of Monáe's being a free the boobs advocate. And trust me, if you saw the video itself, it did, you know, blur out the tips of her chest. But nonetheless, you know, at 37, you know, she's not really a big woman, a fat woman. So when you see that she's very well on top and also very shapely, not too shapely, just body firm enough, that it's very eye-catching. And that's how you have to do it nowadays. Because as you know how the music business works, sex always, and listen to me good and learn well, sex sells. So ladies and gentlemen, if you have not learned nothing else, learn this. Sex sells. Repeat after me. Sex sells. Sex sells. Yes. If you did not know that, you know now. And knowing so, that it's going to bring some controversy. So let me find the thing again. Hold on. Where is it? Oh, there. So, sorry. A company wide preview, and you know, like I said before, but this hasn't been the first time she been a spokesperson for bodily autonomy. Since her days of portraying android alter egos, Cindy Mayweather in the 5-part Diaspora Metropolis suited, Monáe has steadily risen from a what they call androgynous character to becoming an icon of unbiased queerness. So despite online chatter, Monáe moved to the skin-bearing territory isn't new. She's been signaling the shift for years. And really, truly, this is just the next stage of her evolution. If you think about it. I think the next potential future album she'll do, she's going to go completely naked. And it's going to say that free and crazy love will be the next name of her album. Yeah, I call it out. Once the video for Lipstick Lover drops, Monáe tweet that fans could expect her to have boobs out for the next 15 years. Oh, woo! Listen. She's not playing. She's not playing at all. She's now at the point in her life, a woman that is now what they consider in the male language hit the wall. She's gonna let it bear out. She's gonna bear out all her gifts, all the goodies to the world. Well, when you go back into her catalog of work, and I mean her catalog, the only thing you could look forward to see is that when you hear the word Janelle Monáe, the first thing that comes to your mind is the chest. I'm not lying, people. That's the first thing that's going to come to your mind. She has what we call chest. And that's the legacy and memory she wants. Majority of people. Oh, damn, I did not notice my community tab. Oh damn! You know I like YouTube. YouTube keeps up a lot of things. I did not know it kept up with that. Oh, please, guys, as you go into the stream, please make sure to leave a comment, like the video, like always. Likes are free. Hold on. I can't find DOD. 1 second, guys. Hold on, guys. I gotta do this. Hold on. 1 second. Matter of fact, I'll just continue because for some reason I don't know what happened. Anywho, let's keep continuing. Decade. Monáe Fandroid were introduced to the Wonderland Art Society, co-founder of an Afro-futuristic and proprietary style vocal from Kansas City, regularly seen in a black and white bespoke tuxedo. Monáe authentic and sound were what they call anomalous in R&B, and her early projects, Metropolis, Suit, The Chase, and the Archetype or Arch Android, subscribe to a heteromotive love story between Mayweather and Sir Anthony Greendown. As question aroused by Monáe's masculine lean presentation, she styles invades questions about her sexuality in interviews. The lesbian community has tried to claim me, they told Rolling Stones in 2010, but I only date androids. Nothing like an android. They don't cheat on you. Now, mind you, what she is pushing, what you hear and what you are witnessing as I'm reading this to you, she is actually pushing. Listen now. She is pushing that what we call android love / pushing sex box. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. She's pushing sex bots. Y'all didn't know? Well, you know now. And because she's pushing sex bots, right? It's telling that these same sex bots are the ones that the society is trying to push on people, because we're at a point now where we're trying to lean away towards physical interaction and move more artificial, mechanical, cybernetics, the good stuff, if you're not aware of that. So knowing this, for those that's not aware, that's where we at, and that is where we're heading. So for those that are not really paying attention, and they should be paying attention, that we are at a stage now in our existence where now we are reaching the end of physical and human activity and now moving completely and solely cybernetic. And these are the templates. These are the breeding grounds to make this a reality. For those that's not aware. And I'm only telling y'all this is because there are artists right now, as we speak, are pushing, pushing the reality of seeing an artificial created world be more technical. All right, let's keep going. However, the Monáe didn't denounce the LGBTQ plus community, who the singer recognized upon the release of her sophomore LP, The Electronic Lady, in 2013. So remember, her first album came out 2010, which I was right. And her second album came out 3 years later, which now, if you look at the timetables, 10 years ago, she released her second album. 13 years ago, when she actually released her official debut album. So the lines about her sexuality were subtitled, but apparently in the song like Give Them What They Love, Queen, Queen, and Sally Right. Monet's outfit were just as audacious, and the artist continues to wear suits. Monet paints or pants gradually from booty cuts to skin tights. And her signature neutral makeup received a bold upgrade in the music video for Dancing, what they call Apocalypse. Monet was at her flashiest and most sexual feel yet, as an all-female audience swooned over her while she performs a gyrate in a white tank top, etc. The Electron Lady was a precursor to her third studio album, Dirty Computer, which also saw Monet coming out as pansexual. I don't know what the hell this word means. Should we look it up? Yeah, why not? Let's look it up. Let me see. I'm just gonna look it up through a nice, unique algorithm. And we're not gonna go by the Rolling Stones nonsense. We don't deal with that. Matter of fact, screw that. Since they asked for a subscription, we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna highlight this word. Yep. Oh damn. All right. And we're gonna use a special algorithm to search this. What is it? All right, let's see if it'll tell me. Pansexuality is a sexual orientation characterized by the potential for romantic or sexual attraction to people of all gender identities, including but not limited to males, females, trannies, non-binary individuals. Pansexual individuals are attracted to other bases of emotional intelligence of physical qualities ran there solely on their gender. Pansexuality emphasized that genders is not determinant factor in forms of romantic or sexual connection. Pansexuality is often considered part of the broader spectrum of sexual orientations, alongside bisexual, while bisex typically refers to attraction to both male and female. Pansexual expands the scope to include individuals who identify outside of the traditional gender binaries. It is important to note that sexual orientation is deeply personal and individual experience, and each personal understanding and expression of their own sexual may vary. Thank you. Continue. In March, she called herself this back in 2018, roughly 5 years ago. The theme of images from Dirty Computer, which center androids Jane 57821, remain just as a sci-fi and previous release of Monet's what they call Bicuriosity. I don't know if I pronounced right, but the era marked a direction into for fearlessness. Dirty Computer visual albums build as a emotional a motion picture features actress Tessa Thompson as Monet's love interest, and segment of the film shows a Monet what they call rescuing side of vocalists. The resplendent video for Prince inspired Dirty Make Me Feel, shown portions of Monet bareless underneath a flimsy top, bodysuit, and multi-piece rhinestone outfit, all white. She completely with her affection for the male and female lovers. And as you know, there's more official videos as I'm scrolling down. The most unforgettable of the film was Pike, if I pronounced that right. An oddity and the value of cotton candy hue visuals shown Thompson's face, Abloon Monet's, private pants. Elsewhere in the video, Monet dares to zoom in on her, private parts situation in false public hair exposed, her draw line that reads sex cells, in really cells, like in the what it called the DNA cells. That what I mean, sex cells. Monáe's third LP and its companion film became a public discourse on Black feminism, queenness, and inspiration of the academic books. The Color Pike, Black feminine art for survival since 30 computer. Monáe's fashion for appearance has been more colorful than the last, continue to push her visibility as a free as mother effer. In 2022, the Glass Onion's actress revealed that she identifies as non-binary. I don't know why they call her Glass Onion. Well, she does have a glass shape though. Hold on. Let me do this. I'm just checking something, guys. So, as you know, she's pushing this computerization of society. It could be a ploy, like that's for a bigger scheme of things. As you know, we are in the digital age, so you have somebody that's representing this digital society where it's being pushed, and she is one of many artists that's going to set forth this propaganda. And by setting this propaganda, this will help further facilitate the mark and the rise of the machines. That's already here, already, mind you. Let's keep reading. Where was I? But those who witness Monáe's evolution and clearly has been paying attention to the actual music ran to social media to express their shock of her recent, toplessness. As Monáe's history shows, she's always been self-authoritative over her sexual liberation to averse the male gaze. Lipstick Lover, a single that Monáe said is a root in self-acceptance, was shot at a pike, but as a defiance of what they call homophobic society norms, especially as R&B has grown to embrace LGBTQ artists, which it has, unfortunately. She also recently clarified how her early autistic was more a tribute to her working class parents and not mean to be a critique against anyone else. Saying in 2018 interview with the Breakfast Club, I felt like people were using my image to denounce the fame and demean other women. Some people who have their own agendas and her respectability. Hold on. Politicians may have been misleading into thinking I covered to be example of what proper. I don't like that stuff. There are so many songs by Janelle Monáe that have laid the groundwork for where she is now rather than hiding behind the gauze of a robot. But you must understand this. Let me pause right here. Wait, let me finish reading this. With the age of pleasure, Monáe new phase sees her entering her natural form. For now, there's no reference to Mayweather or Jane 57821. Just Monáe in the fullness of herself and welcome listeners to be equally free. As the evidence of a viral moment where she flashes attendees at a recent performance, the same artist who once assert the Jamaican food and sex is the reason for her curvous shape has soft launched a provocative era and one that needs no permission from longtime fans or detractors. Monáe exorcism has been here before, but this time she's letting us observe her pleasure in all glories. And glories to be, hallelujah. Amen. Yes. And the funny thing about all this is that propaganda really works. You are already endowed and emerged into the technical age, people. Artists like Janelle Monáe, as she is, because she is much binary, as pansexual, and all these unique, crazy, characteristic words, she is going to set forth, like many artists and many outlets, media, that will condition you to emerge and accept the degeneracy, the technical sexualities of things, where you're going to see robots come forth, where you could now pull your opposite mate, your future mate that you're going to possibly marry, off the shelves, or really off the assembly line, or even online, to have robot sex or computer love, like Chip said back in the 90s. And even now in present day, we're seeing the revolution and the rise of technology and the machines. And it's ironic, she talks about pansexualism, all this gizmo stuff, back 5 years ago in 2018, which really marked 2018 when they were revealing the first actual living, moving, operational AI robot or android. And come to find out, 5 years now to present day 2023, where the first movie that came out to really set forth what's already here and what is now going to be on set and what is now to come, not later, but now. The movie that, if people did not go back and watch back in January, the first movie that came out in 2023 was the movie they call Megan. A very sophisticated, highly advanced artificial android. See, propaganda works very well, people. It works very well. And how it works is they have to constantly keep bombarding you and condition you of what is going to be here and what is to come. Technology is supposed to set forth and give rise the 21st century. And the way that they're going to achieve this, they have to condition not you as a person that's over the age of 25. They're looking forward to the young youth that are now 10. Hell, we can even say 9 years old. That's going to set forth and see how the world really is. Even those that's earlier Gen Zs or mid Gen Zs, they are endowed and already synced into the technology. Technology where is at a point where you cannot function as a human being without putting down that phone. That's how deep it has become. So imagine now they start, conditioning you by putting special devices like chips in, and like things like what do they call it when they put in your head, the implants. It's gonna be a very unusual and scary world, but nonetheless we must embrace the technology because it's here. So don't run for it, don't be scared, learn as much as possible. In regards to Janelle Monáe, she is a sick weirdo, but a very fine and sexy weirdo. She's one of them women that you could just nice around, play around. She could probably jump on you. You could toss her, swing her around, and give her a nice explosive back-breaking experience where she'll love it. She's non-binary. She rather says she want to screw robots, but we all know there's some man out there that's blowing that little 5-foot frame back out like it's no tomorrow. Oh yes, it is true. Anyway, let me stop that rant. So that's my say about the lipstick lover and the Bicuriosity of Janelle Monáe. Now to other news. Make sure you like and share and subscribe to this one. This one came across my desk. And this might be problematic for all those that are social media misfits. Let's read, shall we? Montana became first state to ban TikTok. The measure is expected to be challenged legally and will serve as a testing ground for the TikTok free American that many national lawmakers have envisioned. What's this? All right. Montana became the first state in the U.S. to enact a complete ban on TikTok on Wednesday, when Republicans Governor Greg Ganfort signs a measure that more sweepingly than any other state attempts to curtail the social media app, which is owned by a Chinese tech company. The measures, which is scheduled to take effect on January the 1st, 2024. So this is going to take effect next year. And right on time during election. Or, going to the election cycle, to be blunt. Is expected to be challenged legally and will serve as a testing ground for the TikTok free America that many national lawmakers have envisioned. But today, Montana takes the most decisive action of any state to protect Montana's private data and sensitive personal information from being harvested by Chinese Communist Party, Ganfort said in a statement. That's too late. It's too late. It's too late. Too late. And the reason why I say it's too late, because you're on, and I don't like to say this, but I gotta keep real with y'all. You're on the you're using Facebook, aren't you? You're using what do you call it? IG, aren't you? You're using Twitter, aren't you? These are all, last time I checked, apps that uses your information freely, with or without your permission. So why is it that you would waste or invest time and energy? And don't get me wrong, TikTok should be banned because you don't want no other nation know what your activity is personally, and they know how you move and how you interact through your web commerce is through special applications that extract data. Data is the thing that if people didn't know that's tech guru or don't know anything how social media works, how advertisers know what to sell to you is by the know by activities of what you're click searching, or even go as far as what you're saying on your electronic devices. That's how they able to anticipate what to sell to through social media. But a tech person could tell most of y'all that, but if y'all not really knowing, you know now. And you should be aware of that. But anyway, anywho, let's keep going. Because that's not something I'm gonna really educate. TikTok spokesperson Brooke Oberweather argues that the law infringes on people's First Amendment rights and is unlawful. She declines to say whether the company will file a lawsuit. We want to reassure Montana that they can continue using TikTok to express themselves, earn a living, and find communities as we continue working to define the rights of our users inside, outside of Montana. Oberweather said in a statement. Keegan Madrino, Policies Director for the ACLU of Montana, said the legislator tramples on the free speech of hundreds of thousands of Montana who use the app to express themselves, gather information, and run their small business in the name of anti-Chinese sentiments. For all those talking about anti-Chinese sentiments, have anybody lived in China and know China is a dictatorship more than a capitalist state? Which they actually operate between capitalism and socialism. Well, no one has already known what really is life is in China. You see the glory and all this nonsense, but have you really know? that people don't really have much free options. They got social credit in China. So I'm not sure what people are getting at when they hear these things, but people need to start traveling across the country and really experience what goes on outside these countries to get more context. I'm just saying because the city defense and that should not be defended. I mean, it's ludicrous. It's insane, actually. Personally, it's really insane. But what I know. Anywho, some lawmakers and the FBI and officials at other agencies are concerned the video sharing app owned by ByteDance could be used to allow the Chinese government to access information on American citizens or push pro-Beijing misinformation that could influence the public. The TikTok said none of this has ever happened. When Montana bans the app on government-owned devices in late December, Galtford said TikTok posed a significant risk to sensitive state data. More than half of the U.S. states and federal government have similar, and I mean similar bans. On Wednesday, Ganderford also announced he was prohibiting the use of all social media applications tied to foreign adversities on state equipments and for state business in Montana. Effective on June 1st, among the apps he listed, WeChat, whose parent company is headquarters in China, and Telegram Messenger, which was founded in Russia. Oh, I didn't know Telegram was controlled by the Russian. Ain't that some Telegram? Y'all hear that? Y'all see that? Wow. Let's continue. The legislation drafted by Attorney General Office easily passed through Montana GOP controlled legislator. Galliford had wanted to expand the TikTok bill to include apps tied to foreign, adversities, but the legislator did not send the bill to him until after the session ended, preventing him from offering an amendment or any amendments. Montana's new law prohibits downloads of TikTok in the state and would fine any entity and any app store on TikTok $10,000 per day for each time someone is offered the ability to access the social media platform or download the app. The penalties would not apply to users. So they're going to start putting fines on the companies or corporations that made and create the app. That money. That's a lot. Opponents considered the measures to be government overreach and say Montana residents could easily circumvent the ban by using a virtual private network, a service that shields internet users by encrypting their data traffic, preventing other forms to observe their web browser. Montana state officials say geofencing technology is used with online sports game apps, which are deactivated in states where online gambling is illegal. TikTok, which hold on. All right, I'm good. TikTok, which has said it has a plan to protect U.S. users, has vowed to fight back against the ban, along with small business owners who said they use the app for advertisement to help grow their business and reach more customers. The app fun, goofy videos and easy of use has made it immensely popular, and U.S. tech giants like Snapchat, Meta, and the parent company of Facebook and Instagram see it as a competitive threat. Though many lawmakers in Montana have been enthusiastic about a ban, experts who follow the bill closely said that the state will likely have to defend that legislation in court. Net Choices, a trade group that count Google and TikTok as a member called the bill unconstitutional. So they say. This is a clear violation of the Constitution, which prohibits the government from blocking American from accessing constitutional protected speech online via website or apps. Carl Sabu, who served as the group vice president and general counsel, said in a statement, officials are also bound by receiving criticism from advocates groups and TikTok users who don't want their favorite apps to be taken away. TikTok has been recruited so-called influencers and small business who use the platform to push back on a ban, but others who haven't been part of an official campaign coordinated by the company are also worries about that lawmakers are doing. Adam Buchan, a former football player and recent graduate of the University of Montana, said it was a him as a content creator in Montana. And the 22-year-old, nearly 170K followers in TikTok, where he mostly posts short videos of himself performing football kicks. He said he sometimes make tens of thousands of dollars per month from brands looking to market their products on their social media accounts, including Instagram, where he has roughly 44K followers. Okay. Botkin said most of his income comes from Instagram, which is believed to be more lucrative for content creators, but he has to grow followings on that platform and others to have the same level of popularity than he does on TikTok. He also says he's trying to do that and won't try to circumvent the TikTok ban by using a VPN. You got to adapt and evolve with how things move, Buckin said. So it has to adapt and move. I'll adapt. Chatter about a TikTok ban has been around since 2020, when then President Donald Trump attempts to bar the company from operating in the U.S., though the executive order that has halted federal courts, President Joe Biden administration initially shelves those plans by more recent threats to ban the app if the company's Chinese owners don't sell their stakes. Let me see how much more this is. All right, good. TikTok doesn't want either option and has been clamoring to provide is free of any Chinese government interference. It also touts a data safety plan. It's called Project Texas to assuage bipartisan concerns in Washington. At the same time, some lawmakers have emerged as allies, arguing efforts to restrict data harvesting practice need to include all social media companies. Not just one. Republican Senator Ron Paul of Kentucky blocked a bill in March that would ban TikTok nationally, saying such a move would violate the Constitution and anger the millions of voters who use the app, or much less get the information from the app, which they don't really, talk about. But that's for another story. But anywho, Montana's TikTok ban also comes aim a growing movement to limit social media use among kids and teens, and in some cases impose bans. Several bills circulating in Congress aim to get at the issue, including one that would prohibit all children under the age of 13 from using social media and require permission from a guardian for users under 18 to create an account. Some states like Utah, Arkansas have already enacted laws that would hinge social media use. A parental consent and similar bill are in the works in other states. Last year, California enacts a law that would require companies to beef up data protection practices for children and offer them the highest privacy setting. And personally, that's in this article. Let me stop this. I don't think I have no problem with that. I think children should be that's not over the age of, I would say 13, should not be on social media. If you're under age 13, you should be on social. Matthew, you should not be on the computer personally. The way how social media and how things are run the internet now, that's like Wild West, that's not really regulated. It wouldn't be wise if your parents, both or single parent, to have your children be consumed by social media. So I have no problem of that type of regulation. But overall, it looks like this is the discussion. Do y'all think or believe that TikTok should be banned for this upcoming election? Or you think that the people in certain states are, pushing it to try to get control of the narrative? Leave your thoughts. And please make sure to subscribe to Zero Ends channel. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch y'all later. And, like I said, this was a very lengthy stream. So I'm looking for y'all guys. Leave your comments in this one. And like always, subscribe to the channel. So be on the lookout for the next live stream, guys. Until next time, take care.